Hey guys, Joshua Peterson here, Peterson Electric. Not sure if you're going to see the other video. We had a video last week that basically showed you that this pump, one of our pumps was out for our spa, and we cleaned these switches, contactors, labeled the panel. This is what we did to come back. We ran a new ground because it was too short and they just twisted it really bad and it wasn't really catching on the motor, so we put lugs as well. And then we went ahead and put car flicks. They had MC cable coming through, and you can see all the car flicks we put on. This is what they had. And they had no bushings and no fittings to go into the motor. So the wires were just exposed, rubbing on the edge of the threaded 1/2-inch opening. So we went ahead, this is what it'll look like now. Of course, we had, these wires were short and they were just twisted and barely touching, so we put just a simple split bolt on that, and then a lug, and then we identified the colors as well by taping everything, and a new piece of flex. That was just an open splice with wire nuts hanging out. Went ahead and put a junction box there. I do not need to have a disconnect for a 2-pole 20 amp toggle switch within sight because my panel is right there within sight. Go ahead and show them. Less than 50 foot. Now I sure don't understand why in the code this isn't considered a hazardous location, because I thought you couldn't have panels in a hazardous area. It talks about it in, I think it's class 2, division 1 or 2, about that with, if I had a wood shop with a lot of sawdust and whatnot, the fibers in the air, they talk about not having it, of course, in that area. But as far as a pump house, I don't know why in here it's not considered the same thing with the acidicness. You can see it happening right here. And this place is 21 years old. I didn't wire any of this, but you can see this slowly starting to eat away at the screws. And when that needs serviced, you can't get those screws out unless you're going to use a really good oil in there to let it sit for a half hour. Otherwise, they're not going to back out and they're just going to break. Other than that, guys, yeah, just wanted to show you how all this turned out, and hopefully it makes sense to you guys. And it's just a nice little cleanup job, because if this would have arced here, and these were not bonded well, I did want to say this real quick. You can see how this comes out of the cement right back here. So technically, it's a bit like a UFR. You're bonding all the rebar, all of the steel, and your stainless steel for your rails, and then your lifts. All of that is going to be bonded on the same equipment grounding conductor, and that's going to, the electrode, is going to come over to here and hit all your pumps in continuous ground. So anyways, guys, thanks for joining us. Hopefully it'll help you out. We do simple things like that, just try to clean up the pump house like that and make it safer. Have a good day.